Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to Friday afternoon. My name is Jennifer Waters. I'm part of the CNY Healing Arts and CNY Fertility team. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. I apologize for that. It's been a little bit hectic. Managing time is always the challenge, I think, for all of us. Today, I want to talk about egg quality. It's something I've been thinking a lot about over the years, maybe not necessarily with that title, but in relationship to improving health, focusing on the causes of health, the causes of dis-ease, what causes problems in our body. Hello, everyone. So before we jump into that, I would like to just share with you my personal health philosophy, okay? I believe that our bodies are designed to heal themselves. This is not a metaphor. This is an actual reality. We can heal. We can fully recover from whatever it is that's causing our health to decline, whatever pattern of disharmony you have, whatever dis-ease you have. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be easy. We have to discover what it is for you personally that's causing your health to decline. I call that creating the right circumstances, creating the conditions for the bodies to heal and fully recover. I believe that what you think and how you feel really matters. Most disease begins and ends in the feeling layer, okay? When we talk about mind, body, spirit, feeling is how we're thinking about ourselves, how we're thinking about each other. This is what's creating the emotional layer in the body. If you're walking around with layers of resentment, anger, hostility, regret, this is not going to help you. Eventually, it will manifest in the body as something. So please create a practice of awareness. You could call it meditation, you can call it mindfulness, you can call it whatever works for you. But I want you to be able to hit the pause button to notice what you're thinking, what's going on in your mind. This is something that I've been doing for many, many decades, and I'm still shocked at what my mind does on autopilot when I'm just paying attention to something, and then I see how quickly the mind goes negative. So what we're working towards is getting neutral or above. I believe that what causes disease outside of the emotional layer, what causes the most disruption in our body, in our endocrine system, in our energy field, is heavy metals, toxicity, viruses and bacteria, possibly candida, and other toxins that come from the environment, from the food we're eating. These are neurotoxins. These are endocrine disruptors. So that's the bad news. The good news is I truly believe that we can remove those from our system. We can engage in what is called purification practices. I'm moving away from the terminology of detox because people think that, oh, we only have to detox from drugs. Although then we would have to define the word drug, right? Because everything comes down to a chemical makeup in the body. So maybe that is true, but it can be a little bit negative. So we want to think about how we can purify ourselves, purify our negative emotions, purify our mindset, and purify our body, our blood, our organs, our cells, okay? So that's my philosophy. I also believe that healthcare needs to be customized. Sometimes we all end up doing the same thing, right? Whether it's learning to relax, bringing our adrenaline down, we all want to sleep better, we need to have good digestion. But when it comes to really honing in on what's going to help you personally improve your egg quality, have a better retrieval, a successful transfer, and to maintain a viable pregnancy, we have to customize that for you. So before we get into that, the solutions, I just want to remind you that our eggs are living tissue, right? They're part of our ovaries. This is living tissue, which means that we can affect it, right? We know we can get your organs to function better through certain protocols, through diet, targeted supplements, hands-on body work, acupuncture, all of that. So we know that we can affect your egg quality because eggs are living tissue. They're in the ovaries. The ovaries can be affected. What it comes down to is how your cells are functioning, your cellular health. How is the quality of the mitochondria? Somebody asked me this morning, do I have any research on using light therapy in egg quality? And I said, well, most of the research that's been done is using laser therapy and egg quality. We can certainly use that as a basis to begin the discussion and then get into photobiomodulation and other phototherapy techniques and how that's affecting the cells. And then she asked me, well, what is the basic conversation? What are we trying to do here? It comes down to mitochondrial dysfunction or function. How well your cells are functioning. If they're not functioning well, we have to say, well, why? Why is there a chromosomal defect or abnormality? Some people think, oh, it's genetics, and it might be. We can still influence that, right? I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lipton, Dr. Kiltz, all of these brilliant doctors that have proven that what we think and how we feel is affecting us. In a way, we don't want to believe it because it's almost too simple. That's the other thing that I believe, that our health can be simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. We don't have to rely on a lot of tests and numbers to tell us how we feel, okay? We do want to rely on our symptoms, however. How are you sleeping? How is your energy? How is your elimination? Are you digesting your food? Are you waking up all night? If you're waking up at 2:30 a.m. and you're waking up throughout the night, most likely we can assume you have excess adrenaline. This goes along with PCOS. There are things we can do to bring the adrenaline down. How does that affect your egg quality? Everything does, because we're getting back to cellular functioning, right? I'm going to invite everybody to my website, jenniferwaters.world. I've created a document there called The 9 Purification Practices. I highly recommend it. Download it. It's free information for you. Simple things that you can do to start improving your health by eliminating toxins, bacteria, cleaning up the terrain, which is how we affect egg quality. Right, so back to what would be causing mitochondrial dysfunction. Absolutely, it has been proven heavy metals, toxins, viruses, and bacteria are going to affect how well your cells are functioning. So in that document, if you download the free 9 strategies to detox, at the end, I've included all of this research that I found on PubMed.gov on toxins and fertility. It's really worth looking into. I don't want you to waste your time doing the same things over and over and getting the same results. For those of you that say, okay, I'm willing to take a pause here. I've got 30, 60, or 90 days to make a change. There's lots of things we can do, very simple things. So start with receiving this information, see if it resonates with you. If it does, then let's go ahead and impose some really simple cures for you, things that you can do. Stop buying products that are synthetically made with known endocrine disruptors that are affecting how well your ovaries are functioning. You can buy some plants that are going to start improving the quality of your air. Let's get you a good water purifier. I love the zero water. I'm not a huge fan of how much waste there is connected to it, but it is the best water that you can drink that I've had in a long time. Okay, let me do this, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. JenniferWaters.world, and then, like I said, go ahead and download that free strategies for yourself. Okay. Whatever your diagnosis is, please know that that is a starting point for you. Okay. That is not the end point. Everybody's got something. All right. So I don't care if it's endometriosis or PCOS or low ovarian reserve, whatever it is that you have, that is the beginning point. I don't want you to hang your hat on that diagnosis. What I want you to do is start relying on yourself. Certainly, if you're working with an acupuncturist, that's wonderful. Getting treatment whatever you can do treatment-wise, getting into the clinic or doing some self-care practices at home in between treatments. We've been doing all kinds of things for those of you doing telehealth, virtual health consulting. There's lots of things that you can do in between. It's what you do every day that matters the most. So again, it comes back to your nutrition, a few targeted supplements based on your diagnosis and your symptoms. Yes, I know. It's very challenging when you've been doing this for a long time, Nicole. So, I just want to share with you a couple things that I've discovered in the past month. Actually, my strength and my weakness is that I'm always interested in new information. We have really invented some amazing products out there. Those of you know me, I'm also a certified light therapist. I use light therapy, LED light, photobiomodulation. This we know can affect egg quality. If you're not loaded with heavy metals, if you are, we would want to do a simple heavy metal detox in order for your body to absorb the frequencies better. Metals, whether it's aluminum, cadmium, lead, you would be amazed. Arsenic, what's in our water supply and our food supply, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. We've just accumulated. Some people are even born with it. And there's really easy things that you can do, add into your diet that act as chelators. A couple targeted supplements, again, that work as chelators, pulling things out. Then when you add the photobiomodulation or light therapy, it's going to work a lot better. We can actually prove that we're getting into your cells and affecting how the mitochondria function. So it's amazing. If you go to pubmed.gov and put that in there, light therapy, which is also known as LLLT, low-level laser therapy or light therapy, and mitochondrial dysfunction. It's incredible, the research that has been done. We know it. We can show it on a blood slide before and after. Right. So the other thing is increasing our stem cells. There's been a lot of very interesting research out there, the benefit of that. And there is some new wearable technology that we've been using that will get your body to endogenously create the GRU peptide, the copper peptide that has been now proven to create stem cells. So they're like, they're going to come and help your body to return to balance in whatever way you need to heal and regenerate on a cellular level. Stem cells are going to do that. So, this is just me making educated assumptions here that if we can increase your stem cells, we can increase egg quality, right? Doesn't that make sense? So the company that I am working with is LifeWave. They have 100% money back guarantee, which I love. You can try out the stem cell patches for a month. If they don't work for you, if you don't get the results that you had hoped, you get your money back. So that's the good news. Yes. Okay, Carrie, I see that. Okay. It does not take 3 to 4 months to change egg quality. All right. That's another thing that I do and don't believe. If you eat a really good meal, do you feel better right away, or do you feel better in 3 months? Okay. If you eat a really bad meal, something we all have to, we're out there in the world. Unfortunately, it's not our fault that we don't have access to great food, especially when you're on the road. Do you feel bad right away, or do you feel bad in 3 to 4 months? Okay. So I want you to keep that in your mind. All right. So there's a lot of things that you can do right now that is going to make you feel better, right? Whether it's a yoga class, some deep breathing, lots of things. So keep that in mind when it comes to changing the terrain in your body. There's things that we can do that are going to happen very quickly. 24, 48, 72 hours. I always say, whatever amount of time you have available to you, we're going to work to make the maximum improvements during that time. Okay. So do we want to be able to ideally say we have 90 days? Of course. More time is better to make a change. For every month you've had a symptom, expect 1 session of acupuncture, light therapy, whatever it is that you're going to do, massage. So if you're able to commit to this amount of time, 3 months, wonderful. If you only have 2 weeks, then we are going to maximize what you can do during those 2 weeks. Okay. See, right. You should start feeling things right away. I like to do things that are really effective in a short amount of time with the least amount of stress. So just one other thing I'm going to ramble on about before I have to go back to the clinic. Is glutathione. Increasing your glutathione levels is absolutely going to help egg quality. Why? Because it's the phase 2 liver detoxifier. If you have heavy metals and other toxins affecting your egg quality, which is affecting the chromosomes, which is affecting how the cells are functioning, glutathione is going to help you to sweep it out. I think of it as sweeping up the terrain. So we want to clean up the terrain of the tissue of your ovaries. What plans can we get for egg quality? Susanna, download my 9 strategies to detox. And there's a list in there. It's a little bit of an eclectic list, I have to let you know, but that's who I am, a little bit eclectic. I just want to say one thing that someone asked earlier. How can we get our adrenaline down? I love that question because the answer is probably something that you're already doing, which is progesterone cream. There is a Dr. Platt who wrote a really compelling book on adrenaline. I highly recommend looking into his work, and he suggests 5% progesterone cream plus dietary adjustments as a way to, it's the yin and yang of adrenaline is the yang, and the yin would be progesterone. So I just ordered some. I'm going to let you know how it goes. I've been working on the sympathetic nervous system for decades and putting together the pieces of the puzzle. We know the body heals when we're in rest and digest mode. So that's what we want to do. Get into rest and digest. Susanna, you have to go to my website, jenniferwaters.world. Okay. And it's right there at the top, 9 strategies to detox. Download that. You'll get the list. Jackie, what LifeWave patches does he have? Good. Start with the X39. Follow the instructions. There's 2 primary locations, but here's the truth. Wherever you put them, they're going to work because we're endogenously creating. But make sure, Jackie, that you start, I tell everybody, start with the stem cell patches. Let's see what is eliminated naturally after a month or so doing those, and then we'll decide, do you need to move the liver, chi, and blood? Do you want to take down inflammation and what's driving the inflammation? Do you need to do a targeted purification detox? Are you loaded with heavy metals? So those are the questions we want to ask. It suggests reducing anxiety. Fatima, yes, great name. Fatima Love. Progesterone. We want to bring the adrenaline down. A lot of anxiety, the new research that I've been encountering is about excess adrenaline. So we want to we're inviting the nervous system down. Best thing to detox the liver is glutathione. If there's two things you're going to do to detox the liver, increase glutathione levels, the LifeWave patches are the best. Why? Because glutathione has a half-life. If you do it liposomally, it only lives in the body for 10 minutes. When you do it via the patch, which is phototherapy, you're getting the body to endogenously create the glutathione. We're increasing your levels 300% for 24 hours. You can do that patch daily for a month. So now we are putting you in a really easy way. No diet, no pills, no enemas, none of that. The body's detoxing. You combine it with fiber, starts sweeping out that which you don't want. I have to go, folks. I'm late for the clinic, but I will be back. So yes, I've got lots of research. Sign up for my newsletter. You can always unsubscribe. I'm getting all the information organized there. I'm going to create some videos for everybody so you can all benefit. We all want the same thing. We want you to have a take-home baby. We want you to maximize the time that you're spending in order to achieve that, okay? And stay well, everybody. I look forward to seeing you soon. And again, reach out to me anytime you would like, and I promise to respond. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.